Yo, what's going on, guys and gals? Thanks for watching again. It's Beamers and Kicks. Got in front of you the new Inertia V2 700s from Adidas or Yeezys or whatever you want to call them. So let's dive into the shoe. One is retail, one is from Perfect Kicks. Let's find out if there's a obvious tell, if it's something that you're gonna get called out about, and so on and so forth. So let's take a look. We'll start from the top view of the shoe. Now please keep in mind, I did make sure the laces look as even as possible. I've done that strategically, so some of you veterans out there, it won't be an easy call out for some of you guys. So they're all the same lace patterns and all that, so don't even get started with me there. Anyways, let's look at the toe caps. Both the suede looks pretty good. Looks like this one going up and down, the hair is just a little bit more shaggier. A little bit difficult to tell on the camera, but it's definitely there. Stitching looks good. All the material looks good. They're both pretty much identical at this point. Both of these are the same size 10. One thing I'm noticing right now for my eyes, this strip is a little bit more narrow and longer than this one is. So let's keep that in mind. But once again, at this point, we are nitpicking here. It's not like someone's gonna get a ruler and measure them or anything like that. Stitching on the top 3M panel looks good. Everything looks good there. And obviously the flash is on, so it does reflect. So that's a good sign. So let's roll this shoe over. All right, so the reflective 3 stripes behind the window screen are visible. Once again, that's only visible with the flash, which the flash is currently on. So that's good. One difference I'm noticing right now, the gap right here and here is, they seem quite a bit different, don't you think? So we'll revisit that later once I tell you which one's which. But other than that, everything looks pretty spot on and pretty much identical by definition. Even here on the side of the soles, looks like the paint's good. Yeah, I don't see too much of a main visible difference. I mean, there's some extra dimples on this to here, but I know that's gonna differ from every shoe, so I'm not even gonna go into that. So let's look at the side reflective ovals and shapes. They all reflect, as you can see. Stitching is good on all sides. This one looks like there's a little bit of a defect where it's not sprayed in all the way. So there's a little line right there, as you can see, where it's not reflective. So, the top one doesn't have it, but it looks like this top one, the orange, doesn't reflect as much. But once again, it's not gonna be that noticeable. As you can see, the bottom one reflects a lot more than the top. So both pros and cons on both shoes so far. All right, so let's look at the back. No real differences here. You can see the little nipples in the back of the heels. This one is not perfectly vertical. This one is perfectly vertical, so could that be a hint? I don't know, maybe. Let's keep going. The other interior side of the shoe looks good. Inside of the soles look pretty, actually they're identical in my eyes, so that looks good. Nothing more to see in there. All right, let's take a look inside at the boost. Whoa, there's something I haven't seen in a while. You see the little star, little dots, 2, 4, 6, 7 dots right there. I haven't seen that since the first Yeezy 300s, the very OG one. So is that making a comeback, or is it a PK mix-up? I don't know. We'll find out here shortly, because this other one does not have it. You guys watching, if you guys notice that on your retail pairs, please, or PKA pairs, please let me know, because that is something I have not seen in a long time. So it might be something new Adidas is or is not doing. So all these is and is not stuff, I'm actually starting to confuse myself now. So let's get into it. One of these shoes, I think it's this one. Nope, it's not that. Yep, I hid the little PK patch in it so I could kind of determine which one's which. So as you see, this one's PK's right here. So Let's go back up to the top. So it was like this. Yeah, so it looks like the retail pair of this is going to be a little bit more narrow and more long compared to PK's. That's right here, so not a big deal. If you look here on the sides for the reflective, they let gaps a little bit more, but once again, is that a call out? Yeah, I don't think so. No big deal there. Here's the funny part. So the retail version, this one does have the little defect in there, while the PK one is painted a little bit better without any defects. However, it's less reflective, but once again, they're both reflective nonetheless, so no issues there. The big question, so this one's PK, which one had that dot? Oh shit, so the retail one does have that little dot in it, so I'm gonna have to confirm that. I'm gonna have to take a look at some of the other shoes to see if that's existing or not. Because you have to keep in mind, all these boosts, it's a big long roll of boosts. They just cut them into place, so all sections are gonna be different, but that's something Adidas is going back to. That'd be good to know. So, but to keep this, to not prolong this anymore, yeah, both of them, same weight, same feel, material seem pretty much identical. There's no obvious callouts in any of these shoes, or each of the, or the PK pair, I guess I could say. So you're 100% safe with these Inertias from PKs. Wear them proudly. Retail ones, it's gonna go on my case, as you see all around my walls back here. So this way I could just put them away. So these are my beaters. These goes in my case. I'm happy I have a fresh shoe, and here's my review. If you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram. I do respond to DMs as long as they're legitimate questions. And until next video, I am waiting for this Travis Scott's, and of course the Fear of God Nikes that's coming out too, that just restocked. I'm waiting for my pair. I'm hoping to get both pairs, so hopefully Kim sends my pair as soon as she can. But those will be my next future videos. Other than that, like, subscribe, follow. I'll see you guys later, guys.